like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Family or Fiance. It's a new show on. Y'all been asking. This is episode 1 of season 1. I know it was on YouTube early. It was on demand early. I just watched it today. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into the review. So I'm going to first. So we have Asaki or Ashati, I think it's Ashaki, and Chris, who are engaged. So the whole point of this show, Family or Fiance, you have couples who are engaged, who family have issues with them being engaged. So they come to this house, and it's like a little therapist lady there who didn't do much of nothing, if you ask me. And they have to talk out the issues that the family has with them and try to solve it in those 3 days. At the end of the 3 days, the couple decides if they're going to move forward with the engagement or no. Okay, so this is the first couple. So I'm going to show y'all the family. Okay, just so that I can get that out the way and we can see everybody. So we have, girl, wrong person. Wait, see, I ain't prepared. Damn it. It was already on them. So this is Chris. This is Chris, who is engaged. He is 29 years old. Okay, now this is his fiance, Asaki. It may be Ashaki, but I think it's Asaki. I can't remember. She is 22 years old, and again, they are engaged. And so they both were able to bring 3 people from their family. Now, this is Asaki's best friend. That is Asaki's aunt. And that is her mom. Okay. And then Chris brought his sister, his mom, and his cousin. Okay. So we have that all together. So I want y'all to see everybody. So again, we have Chris. You see Chris with his braids or whatever. And I'm going to ask a question about them braids because the front of his head was a lineup. I'm like, I don't get that. Do people who have dreads, is the reason some people, or at least some guys, who have the lineup up front, is it that because if they cut their dreads off, their lineup ain't messed up? I don't get why you can have dreads, but it starts back here. This is weird to me, but I digress. So again, Chris, who's getting engaged, the fiance Asaki, Asaki's best friends, her aunt, her mom, his sister, his mama, and his cousin. Okay, so that's the whole family. Okay, but I will leave up her picture and his picture because it's basically about them. This episode, well, this is what the thing is about. So he says his mom was okay with them getting engaged, but the cousin and the sister don't agree. And, he brings up it's because that she's younger than him and they think she may want to be out in these streets living life a little bit more because, again, he's 29, she's 22. Also, he has 3 children. She has no children. His kids are 11, 9, and 4. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell, he may be in them streets a little bit too. Who knows? So her family again thinks she's just too young to be a stepmom and just too young period to be married at 22 years old to this 29-year-old man with 3 kids. They have known each other 2 years, but they have been dating exclusively for like a year and 7 months. It was what it was. So he says if the family don't support them at the end of the 3 days, he don't think it's gonna work out because he wants the family's approval. And like him saying, I don't think we should let anybody break us up. Like we should just be together. Okay, fuck you, man. Anyway, so we see the lady named Tracy's like supposed to be the relationship person, but we only seen her here like 3 whole times. I think each day we seen her, but I'm like, she not really doing much of nothing if you ask me. So we do see her like, because y'all have these issues or whatever, we are going to have today be where, the family can ask Chris 20 questions, any 20 questions they want, and his family are going to ask her questions about being a mom and mom things and whatnot. And so we do see the family get there, and you know what I'm saying, they then have the floor open for concerns. Okay, now her best friend, I guess I could be nice and put this thing back up so y'all can see who was who. Make it a little smaller, a little smaller. Okay, so her best friend. So her best friend says, I feel like you've been slacking, okay, with your career and your goals since you've been with him, whatever. I feel like y'all should take more time and get to learn each other before getting married. And I'm like, well, that's a good thing to say. I get that. Her aunt says, I think, the point of marriage is, wait, no. I don't think at this point marriage is the best thing for y'all to do. Okay, either one of y'all, I don't think it's the best thing for y'all to do. And she says also, I don't think it's responsible. I don't think you need to be responsible for 3 kids at your age. Okay, at 22, I don't think that's smart, and it isn't. It isn't. Her mom says, I feel her mom and aunt are very earthy. They give me very much so in tune with the universe and light and aura, and they give me all of that. So I feel like that's their thing too. The mom's like, your 20s is for you to learn about yourself, for you to be out here, just learning life or whatever. Not to be out here getting married with some man that got 3 children. She's like, if y'all are in love, that's fine. If y'all are in love, it shouldn't be no rush to get married. I completely agree. I feel like when you're young and engaged, that's fine. Like when you in your early 20s and you take 3-4 years to get married, cool, it makes sense because you different at 22 than you are at 25, and you different at 35 than you are at 25. I feel like when you older, in your late 30s, late 40s. Now, I think that's dumb being engaged for a long time, because at that age, you should be well enough aware of who you are and what you want to not need years and years and years to figure this shit out. But whatever. So his sister says, I feel like the kids are at an age to where, y'all stuff can affect them. Like they're old enough to know who she is, and if she ain't around anymore, if y'all break up, that would affect your kids. And I just don't see this kind of working out all the way right now. So, y'all showed out. His mom says, I'm for the marriage. I'm for the marriage. She said mainly because the son came to her and said, like, for the first time he came to her and talked to her about a girl and said, Ma, she different. She make me want to be better, Ma. She wants me more to change my life, Ma. And, Mom said he ain't never did that before. And so for that reason, she's like, I'm for y'all being together and, if y'all want to get married. Now his cousin, this Negro, so I think y'all should wait and find out who each other are, okay? Because, you know about women, Chris, you know about women, you know what we do with women. And they was like, wait, what y'all do? Not did? Like, present tense? Like, what? And I say, wait, what? What's going on here? Um, he then say, I don't know if she know whatever, but I don't think you ready. And I don't think you should get married. I say, now what kind of fucking family support system is this? I get if you don't want someone to get married, but I'm like, I think you just snitched that man out as fiance. I'm not sure, but bro, what that mean? So we do see Chris and the cousin go out and play basketball while they all kind of getting, acclimated to the house. And he like, bruh, what the fuck was that? What did you do? You know what I'm saying? He say, why did you make it seem like we currently out here in these streets messing with bras going out? We ain't doing that no more. What you talking about? I'm saying that stuff in the past. And the cuz like, well, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been together 2 years and we were doing things. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't over 2 years ago. It was like, that wasn't 2 years. I'm like, but what kind of cousin is you Girl, I said, what is going on? Chris said, like, look, I have known her 2 years, but we have not been exclusive for 2 years. We did not become, when I was doing that stuff, me and her wasn't exclusive. We wasn't a couple at that point in time. He said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Me and you used to share girls, pass girls around back and forth. I'm like, y'all was sharing bitches. Y'all share vaginas? Oh my God, y'all is nasty. I look. You should look. This is my rule. If you want to be out here in these streets, be out here in these streets. But you should never fuck the person. You should never fuck people who know each other. Okay, yo, never. People, no. The only way they should know each other is if you introduce them to each other. But you should not be out here just girl, no, or girls. Dude, just don't. This not smart. Look, I mess with dudes in different cities. You can't be in the same neighborhood, same zip code. You couldn't went to the same school. Nothing. I don't need no connecting or no dots. I'm good, love, enjoy. Anyway, but he brings up how, look, we used to do those things back in the past, you know what I'm saying? But once I got committed to, you know what I'm saying, a Shaki, I changed and I didn't do none of that no more. I'm saying she was completely different. I say, well, the fact that the cousin never had her means she different, because again, if they was always passing girls around, if he ain't passed her around, clearly she was different. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the cousin in the confession say, you know what I'm saying, I feel like Chris may be still entertaining other women, and marriage is sacred. Okay, it's sacred. And you know what I'm saying, she not the only one he dealing with. I'm like, but you was helping him pass hoes around or whatever. Now you want to be the whole calling. Boy, bye. I can't stand someone who do dirt with someone and then snitch. Which is why, do your dirt on your lonesome. So we do see, I can take this off right now. We do see Ashaki being asked like the motherhood questions or whatever. It's her aunt, her mom, and then Chris's mom. They asked the first question, what if you're in school and the kid Chris's kid's school call you because Chris ain't available and neither is the kid's mama, and they need someone to comfort the kids up, but you have a test that you need to do in school. What would you do? She brings up how um well, I would take my tests and then go get the kids. I'm like, you gonna leave the kids in school? She's like, well, I have to take my test. I don't know. They then ask her, like, what if you was in school? Because I think she's in school because she's young. What if you was in school when you're going to college or whatever, and you get pregnant, but Chris not ready for a fourth child? What would you do? He gonna have to get ready. He gonna have to get ready. And if he acting funny about it, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't deal with him because I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna have my baby. And now they said, oh, sometimes you never know. She said, that question didn't make me feel good. They not supposed to, baby. They're not supposed to. Now, they also asked, what if y'all married, right? And Chris, baby mama, filed for child support. And now the courts want your income as well as his income to figure out how much y'all both gonna pay her. What you gonna do? She said, wait, I have to, like, they have to look at my money too. And they was like, yes, when you get married, like, your income will be his income. And if his kid's mama filed for child support, your income will be taken into account. She's like, I don't want that. I ain't thinking about that. And so she starts thinking, yeah, look, look, I literally know somebody who married his baby mama solely so he did not have to pay child support. Girl. Anyway, they then have dinner. They all sit down at dinner, and it's a bowl of questions. Okay, and I'm assuming these bowl of questions is the 20 questions that they have to ask Chris. First question: do you think Chris is faithful? I said, oh shit. They like, yeah, because the cousin said earlier something about, you know what I'm saying, what y'all do, not did, and do is present tense, not past tense. I say that cousin was snitching. So Chris, like, man, he was just tripping. He ain't mean that or whatever. So they kind of bypassed that question. So the next question was, you know what I'm saying, will Chris ever stop being a bachelor? He's like, this is some bullshit. Like, what is these questions for? So he like, this is stupid. He kind of gets up and walks away. You can't even sit here and talk to me. You can't sit here and talk. I'm like, why are you crying? What you crying for? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? He got up, went in the kitchen to make a drink of Hennessy because he like, shit was getting rough. Let me get some water, not water. Let me get some liquid in my system. I need Hennessy and Coke, okay? So he come back and she crying. He was saying, it's too much. Too much has been thrown at me at one time. I can't deal with it. Well, you can't get married, baby girl. You cannot get married to nobody who has 3 children and you sitting up there and because people asking questions if he cheated or not and he gets up and walk away, you crying. Because please believe it's going to be times you're going to ask that man some questions. He's going to walk the fuck away. The kid's going to be crying and yelling for some food. I want some hot dogs. I want some juice. I need my science project done. And you're going to be just overwhelmed because that's what comes with being an adult and being a stepmom. Trust me, I know. Done it twice, okay? Anyway, so, she all emotional, whatever. He like, you know what I'm saying, the same. No, she says, someone, he said, no one, he said, like, what did he say? Um, he says how no, she says no one will be thinking about me cheating, so they wouldn't ask me about me, being single or whatever, or being a bachelorette. You know what I'm saying? But I've had to question you about a lot of things. He then said the same people who told you I was doing things are the same people who've told me that you be doing things or whatever. That ain't true. I dealt with people before you. It wasn't anybody while I was with you. I said, y'all have issues. Like, y'all ain't been in this house one day and y'all already beefing. Like, beefing. Like, duck and hide. She might punch you, my dude. Get out the way. Or whatever. So, the mom being like, her mom, don't switch it up on my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Don't switch it around and put it on her. We talk about you, okay? We talking about you. So the sister then say, you know what? This is proof y'all shouldn't get married. You know what I'm saying? This is what I meant. You know what I'm saying? You don't even trust him. And now I agree, you don't trust him. This is based on how easily you got affected by one little simple question that he got up and walked away on. It wasn't mature. It was I'm in my feelings because I think he unfaithful and when anyone bring it up, I may cry. Okay? So, don't you y'all brought the drama. Sasaki. Y'all brought this drama, because Chris and not Chris. The cousin said something that meant something, then these questions or whatever, y'all can't bring this foolishness around and then say we shouldn't get married. Well, yes, they can. Because y'all can't handle one day of foolishness. How y'all gonna handle a whole lifetime of it? But I digress. Anyway, they then put another question. So that question's like, well, who lashes was it that she found in your apartment that one day? And I'm like, oh shit, Lashgate. She started crying. That was an emotional day for me. I'm like, what? Did you pull your lashes off? Like, what happened? Like, what's up with the lashes? It was very emotional. I just need some time. She get up, go outside. She crying, crying, crying. So I think either his mom, someone told him like go out there and talk to her because that right now it's her best friend, his sister. So she's asked her sister, "Was them your lashes?" She said, "I don't know. It might have been." She's like, "Well, when I was with my brother, everything's like a blur. Like there's so much be happening. Yes, they could have been my lashes. Like it ain't no big difference for me. But I don't think they were your lashes. Well, if you don't look, if she's telling you, I think they were. If you don't believe her, ain't no point in you asking her." Was it her? Because you don't believe it, period. Okay? Period. So the point of the conversation is pointless. It's very, very pointless. He come out, you know what I'm saying, like, look, let me talk to her. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that bad or whatever. Chris, like, look, I didn't know that something that happened 5 months ago, like, that you still was mad about. I didn't know that you still, felt the kind of way about it. So, she then said what happened. Well, 5 months ago, I popped up to his house at 6 a.m. I'm like, bitch, look, when you pop up to anyone's house, that means you had to be up at like 4:30 or 5 to pop up to his house at 6 a.m. I'm not popping up to no man's house at 6 a.m. I won't do it. I'll pop up at midnight. Not 6 a.m. Anyway, she said she popped up, bang, 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 bang on the door. He wouldn't let her in. She brings up how he kind of shut and locked the door. And, he later came out and, she said, well, who in the house? He like, nobody. I'm going to Waffle House. I'm like, I mean, you popped up to his house at 6 a.m. Now you hungry. But I do think, he opened up because it was some bullshit afoot. Anyway, she say we both went to Waffle House, and when we came back to the house, it was some lashes in the trash can. And I was like, so she feel like he had someone in the house. He then said, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave with her, and while we're gone, you need to leave. And I'm like, I mean, that's smart. It's fucking genius. At the same time, well, no, I think he was cheating. Anyway, her thing was it was some bullshit afoot. Okay, it was some bullshit afoot, and that's why he had us both leave and go to the Waffle House. So now at this point in time, her mom's like, you know what I'm saying? It's some messy shit, and I'm over it. Like it's dumb. I'm going to bed, and she walked away like, that's why they shouldn't get married. I agree. So we then see we see her mom talking to his cousin, asking, "What did you mean earlier when you said that y'all was out here doing things?" The cousin say, "Girl," the cousin say to her mom, "I don't think she is number one. I think she just any number. And I don't think it's right what he doing. You know what I'm saying? I think he just doing things and it is what it is." The mom, like, I think she just choosing to ignore it. I think she see it and she choosing to be blind. I'm like, his cousin ain't shit. Okay? His cousin ain't shit. Look, I'm a woman, yes, but I'm a woman who I still wouldn't be in my cousin's business snitching. That ain't even my business. It ain't my business, bruh. Mm-mm. No, couldn't do it. Because my thing is, if you my cousin and you break up my relationship, even if I'm fucking up, I'm pissed off at you, even though I'm doing wrong. I just wouldn't snitch on my cousin. Family over everything. Family over everything. Period. Anyway, we then see Chris telling Asaki how his cousin does know the women he slept with over the last 10 years. He know all of that. He like, but since he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. And I'm like, that don't mean you want to fucking be with this, mean you want to fucking be with him. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? She's like, Chris, I knew you was lying. I just know you lying. Like, it's obviously a lie. He like, if that's how you feel, then why are we even together? Now that I agree with. If I feel like you're lying, I don't want to be with you. Point blank, period. And she's like, well, how would they even know it was an issue about some eyelash and dress? He's like, well, hell, you had to tell somebody because someone asked the question. You know, the relationship lady come in and tell them, like, Chris, there's an issue going on here. And you just need to tell them the truth. And if you tell them the truth, you know what I'm saying, they will probably be able to accept it and move on. He like, you know what I'm saying? Fine. Alright, fine. I'm like, oh, so the truth? Let's see. He go out and say, look, the eyelashes belong to my sister. They really, really, really do. And, he's like, I was at her house one time on her couch. She came in on that day, threw her lashes on me, whatever. And I was like, whatever. And I laid down. I was still there. Got up, went home, and I got the lashes stuck to me because I got home and they were stuck on my shirt. I thought that was bugs and I did like that or whatever, and it wasn't. It was her lashes, so I picked them up and threw them in the trash. He said that's why they were on the top of the trash. I say, brother, please. He then says the reason I let her in the house is because she didn't talk to me the day before. She ignored me the day before. So when she came to my house at 6 a.m., I was ignoring her. That last part, I believe. I do believe dudes can be petty enough to where if you don't talk to them at all for a day, they may be a petty bitch and just don't talk to you. So I can see him being mad at her for her not talking, and then he like, I ain't opening the door, and when I come out, I'm gonna leave. I can see it happening. I don't think the two are exclusive to where the eyelash shit is some fugazi ass stuff. I don't know. It's some bullshit afoot there. But I've ignored a dude before, a couple dudes before, and they would get mad at me and they wouldn't talk to me for a day. Well, you ain't called me yesterday. Bitch, I was busy. Well, I'm just still mad. You know what I'm saying? After that, they be fine. But that can happen. I've done it to people. I've done it to people before too. But usually the reason a person don't talk to you for a day is they're doing some bullshit. Anyway, Girl, I don't care. He then says how, I wouldn't let a girl leave eyelashes in my trash. He said, I juggle women so I would know how to maneuver the situation. Well, you did. You took her to IHOP or to the Waffle House. You maneuvered her pretty well. Anyway, they then say, saying, look, this is what I'm gonna say. What he said was fishy as hell. It was also possible, but it was also some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So now they have a choice, either go bowling or go get massages. The mama, the aunt, and the Saki get massages. The guys and the sister go bowling. Cool. It was what it was. So we do see Chris and like at the pool talking later on, and he like, look, all that stuff they're talking about, that's the old me. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me now. You know what I'm saying? That's what someone else used to do to other girls. Okay? I love you, girl. I want to be with you, girl. I love you too, boy. I love you. And the mom looking like, look at her over there digmatized. And she is. She see her daughter talking, and she's like, I know she over there getting digmatized. And I just hope she won't marry him. Girl, we got to see. So we then see day 3, and you know what I'm saying, they gonna not talk. Chris bring up how he think the issue is no one wants to fully listen to whatever his excuses are. And Asaki feels like even if they listen to his excuses, they just won't believe it. I say, well, hell, you don't believe him either. So you are them, girl, so bad. So they go to the family and they say, like, look, it's been a crazy few days, but, we still want y'all blessing. Girl. The sister says, nah, I saw what I saw, and what I saw was what I was scared of in the first place, that y'all wasn't ready, and y'all not. So y'all don't have my blessing. That was Chris' sister. His cousin, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all can go together. I see y'all can go together. So yeah, I'm looking like, but you brought the bullshit. What you said caused trouble the whole time they were there. He's a troublemaker. His mama like, look, I saw issues. I saw lack of communication, and you need communication in marriage. I'm like, damn, she didn't change her mind. But I still give y'all my blessing. I'm like, how? When you said, look, you need effective communication to have a healthy marriage, and they don't have it. Why give them your blessing? But I digress. Her mom, like, look, I saw so many issues. I saw issues like I didn't even know was there. Like extra issues. Read it all about it, and I wish y'all blessings individually, but I cannot give my blessing on a union. Ain't gonna happen, okay? Her aunt, like, after being here and seeing what's going on or whatever, things are worse than what I thought. I cannot give my blessing. The best friend, like, look, after hearing your excuses, Chris, you know what I'm saying, I feel like you full of shit. And so I can't give my blessing. I said, well, okay. Okay. So Chris, like, well, before this started, I said that if we didn't have y'all blessings, that, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't move forward with the marriage. But I changed my mind, okay, and we gonna move forward. And Asaki grew me, and she's like, well, hold on one second. He like, what? What's wrong? I have something to say. She then says, things have happened since we've been here. And, I realize that there are things that have happened that I'm not over yet. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, these last 3 days, I need to grow a little bit more. I need to work on me a little bit more and, like, to see what we really need to do. And I love you, but I don't trust you all the way yet. So the engagement is off. And he was just like, okay, I respect your decision. And he was surprised, like, and the girl, so I think they still a couple, but the engagement is off. Girl, and we didn't get no updates. I was like, well, all right. Anyway, so that was the episode. Let me know what y'all thought, if y'all liked it, if I should continue to review this show. Y'all know I give a show three episodes, and it depends on the views. So let me know what y'all think. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and music.